Good morning, student. Myself Manoj Chotia from Raghunath Vidyalaya, Ratnagad. We are studying mechanism of respiration, which is divided into 4 steps. First, glycolysis. Second, formation of acetyl coenzyme. Third, Krebs cycle, and fourth, ETS, electron transport system. Today we will study electron transport system. In the whole reaction of respiration, we study that in oxidative respiration there is 38 ATP are formed from NADH2. Whenever NADH2 goes into electron transport system, it provides 3 ATP, and FADH2 goes into electron transport system, it gives 2 ATP. For continue of reaction of glycolysis and Krebs cycle, it is necessary that NADH2 and FADH2 formed during these reaction are oxidized back to NAD and FAD form. The oxidation occurs in mitochondria through electron transport system and energy released in the form of ATP. During electron transport system, electron flow from one electron acceptor to another in a definite sequence. The electron jump from high energy level acceptor to low energy level acceptor, releasing energy at some step, which is used in ATP synthesis. All enzymes participating in the reaction are found in the inner membrane of mitochondria. You can see the diagram. This is the inner membrane and this is the matrix of mitochondria, and this is the Christie's space or the space or outer side the inner membrane. Here is some carrier or high energy or low energy electron receptors are found, which is divided in 5 steps, or we can say in 5 complex. I can write all these complex here. Complex first, which is made by FMN, flavin mononucleotide and ferrous sulfur. Complex second is made by ferrous sulfur. Complex third is made by cytochrome B, cytochrome C and C1. Complex fourth is made by cytochrome A and A3, and complex fifth is made by ATP synthetase enzyme. You can see I write here all the complexes. Complex first, this is complex second, this is complex third, and this is complex fourth, and this is complex 5. So you can draw a diagram by taking a screenshot of your video, because this diagram is not in your book. So what happens here, you can look, FMN helps NADH to convert into NAD, and 2 hydrogen molecules are reduced here, and from complex second, complex third 2 hydrogen molecule, and from complex fourth 2 hydrogen molecule. क्या होता है देखिए, यहां से 2 हाइड्रोजन मोलिक्यूल निकले, तो NADH2 के बाद में कितनी जगह हाइड्रोजन मोलिक्यूल निकले, 1 2 3. सो NADH2 gives 3 ATP. FADH2 से FAD कन्वर्ट हुआ, ये हाइड्रोजन यहां से निकले कॉम्प्लेक्स थर्ड से, तो FADH2 के बाद में कितने प्लेस पे हाइड्रोजन रिलीज हुए, 2 प्लेस पे, तो इससे क्या बनेंगे 2 ATP. ठीक है, अब यहां से हाइड्रोजन निकलेंगे और यहां पर ऑक्सीजन जो है, ऑक्सीजन इज द लास्ट हाइड्रोजन रिसेप्टर एंड मेक्स वाटर मॉलिक्यूल. सो यहां एक 1 मार्क का क्वेश्चन बनता है कि लास्ट हाइड्रोजन एक्सेप्टर कौन है, तो वो है ऑक्सीजन, और in the presence of oxygen ATP is formed, so it is called oxidative phosphorylation. मैंने आपको पहले भी बताया था, the formation of ATP is called phosphorylation, and if in the presence of light ATP is formed, then it is called photophosphorylation, and ATP is formed in the presence of oxygen, then it is called oxidative phosphorylation. ये 5 कॉम्प्लेक्स काम करते हैं अलग अलग, जैसा कि अपन ने पहले बताया कि हाइड्रोजन रिसेप्टर होते हैं, इलेक्ट्रॉन रिसेप्टर होते हैं, और वो इलेक्ट्रॉनों को ट्रांसफर करते रहते हैं, ट्रांसफर करते करते लास्ट में ये किसके पास पहुंचेंगे, हाइड्रोजन के पास, और वो जो एनर्जी रिलीज होगी उस एनर्जी के कारण एडीपी जो है वो इनऑर्गेनिक फास्फेट से रिएक्शन करके और एटीपेज सिंथेटेज एंजाइम की प्रेजेंस में एटीपी फॉर्मेशन करती है। Apart from the electron has two mobile carrier cytochrome C and COQ or ubiquinone are also included in the sequence. Oxidation of NADH2 and FADH2 in electron transport system take place in fixed sequence, which can be understood as follow. You can draw this diagram. NADH2 formed in the matrix of mitochondria during Krebs cycle are oxidized by NADH dehydrogenase enzyme. The electron released in the reactions are accepted by components of complex first found on the inner membrane. This multi-protein complex mainly includes NADH, ubiquinone, oxidoreductase and flavin mononucleotide. The components of complex second receive electron released in oxidation of succinic acid in presence of succinate ubiquinone oxidoreductase enzyme, which you can see clearly in the Krebs cycle where FADH2 is formed. So FADH2 is the formed in from succinic acid and in presence of succinate dehydrogenase enzyme. Electron from the reducing ubiquinone are transported to the component of complex third, that is cytochrome B and cytochrome C1. The cytochrome C1 is small protein loosely attached to the surface of inner membrane of mitochondria. It serves as a mobile carrier and transport electron from third to complex fourth. Cytochrome oxidase, cytochrome A3 constitute the last carrier in the chain of electron transport. It is referred as terminal oxidase and cytochrome chain. The reduced cytochrome A3 has the ability to transfer electron to O2 and reducing it to the H2O. In essence, the ETS is a chain of carriers where electron transported from complex first to complex fourth flow from a higher to a lower level of energy. During this ATP synthetase complex convert ADP and inorganic phosphate into ATP. The number of ATP molecules formed during this process depends on the nature of electron donor. One molecule of NADH2 generates 3 ATP, where molecules of FADH2 generates only 2 ATP. Oxygen acts as the terminal acceptor of electrons in this process, as in this process of phosphorylation take place in the presence of oxygen. By its utilization in oxidation, it is called oxidative phosphorylation. Our next topic is chemoosmotic theory of ATP synthesis, which is proposed by Peter Mitchell. As you know, ATP is the energy source or currency of cell. Whenever one ATP is divided into ADP and inorganic phosphate, it provides 7.3 kilocalorie energy. You have to remember, when one ATP splits into ADP and inorganic phosphate, it provides 7.3 kilocalorie energy. Now, chemoosmotic theory of ATP synthesis. What happened? In cellular process such as photosynthesis and respiration, the conversion of energy occurs in the form of ATP molecule. Dissociation of ATP from ADP and PI, the energy is used to accomplish various biological processes. That's why ATP is called the universal energy currency of cell. During oxidative phosphorylation, in respiration and photophosphorylation, in photosynthesis, ATP is produced. Peter Mitchell was propounder the chemoosmotic theory of ATP synthesis. This theory explains the mechanism of ATP synthesis both in chloroplast and mitochondria. According to this theory, transfer transport of positively charged proton hydrogen ion across the membrane of mitochondria, chloroplast and bacteria take place through the enzyme involved in respiration and photosynthesis via components of electron transport chain. Due to this, electrochemical gradient is converted on two sides of membrane. This electroproton gradient has two features. First, differentiation in concentration of hydrogen ion or differentiation in pH or two sides of membrane. Difference in the electrochemical proton gradient or two sides of membrane. These two create a proton motive force due to which proton enters into concentration gradient and ATP synthesis take place, and ATP react with inorganic phosphate with the help of ATPase enzyme and makes ATP. देखिए क्या होता है, इन शॉर्ट में आपको समझा देता हूं. ये अभी जो अपन ने इलेक्ट्रॉन ट्रांसपोर्ट सिस्टम समझा था, इलेक्ट्रॉन ट्रांसपोर्ट सिस्टम के अंतर्गत क्या होता है कि whenever NADH2 convert into NAD in the presence of dehydrogenase enzyme, hydrogen and electrons are moved other side the inner membrane of mitochondria, and in photosynthesis it moves in the chloroplast. So ये जो हाइड्रोजन आयन इधर गए या इलेक्ट्रॉन इधर गए, हाइड्रोजन और इलेक्ट्रॉनों के इनर मेम्ब्रेन के आर पार जाने के कारण क्या होता है, एक पीएच ग्रेडियंट क्रिएट होता है. और पीएच ग्रेडियंट मींस इस मेम्ब्रेन के दोनों ओर क्या हो गया, पीएच में डिफरेंशिएशन हो गया. और इस पीएच में डिफरेंशिएशन होने के कारण और इलेक्ट्रॉनों के मूव करने के कारण एटीपी सिंथेटेज एंजाइम जो है वो एक्टिव हो जाता है और वो क्या करता है, एडीपी को इनऑर्गेनिक फास्फेट से कंबाइंस कर देता है और एटीपी फॉर्मेशन होता है. ये प्रिंसिपल दिया था पीटर मिचेल ने, और इसके लिए पीटर मिचेल को 1973 में नोबेल प्राइज से भी सम्मानित किया गया था. आज की क्लास में इतना ही. नेक्स्ट क्लास में अपन फर्मेंटेशन पढ़ेंगे और डिफरेंस पढ़ेंगे फर्मेंटेशन और रेस्पिरेशन में, और फैक्टर अफेक्टिंग रेस्पिरेशन और एक रेस्पिरेटरी क्वेश्चन. तो कल अपना ये चैप्टर पूरा हो जाएगा. धन्यवाद.